Every time, every night is a loose one. And every fight, kilo that I put the crew on. You say that I drop, well, tell me what you done. Still in my winning phase, yeah, I've been away, are you ready to tell?
What's up? What it do? What it do? It's your girl Extra T on the Extra T podcast show. Y'all, and I'm back with another vid. What it do? Woo, 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 woo. It's Friday. Yes, it is. Gotta get my groove on. What it do? Y'all know we always in the studio. In my own studio, wherever you at, wherever we always live, like Channel 5 on Fridays. So y'all, I just want to say thank you for all the ones who do support my channel in any form or fashion. And you support is you just clicking on these videos. Okay, I really appreciate all you guys from the bottom of my heart. For the ones who reveal themselves, for the ones who don't, you don't even gotta reveal yourself. Just like the video. If you don't like it, you just want to watch this, perfectly fine too. Okay, I really appreciate y'all. And I just want to say thank you. I hope you guys having a good day so far. If you not, try to have a better day, you know what I'm saying? Because don't bring yesterday problems into today's life, you know, or today's journey. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a journey. Every day is a journey. So speaking of journeys and speaking of life, there's something I want to talk about that I seen on the internet. Well, not the internet. I saw it on Netflix. I watched the movie, well, a series, and this mom told her daughter, it was a daughter and a mom conversation, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to talk about these. It's like the girl just went through a breakup, and the girl been having horrible decisions. First off, let's talk about it. Childhood is so messy. Like, when you a teenager and on up to you in your 20s, you be liking this person, and then boom, that don't work out. So you start liking somebody else, then boom, that don't work out. It's just like you have all these mixed emotions and you trying to find yourself, and you really want to, you go back to the square one when you ask yourself, who are you? And I really feel like a lot of us, we don't ask ourselves this. We never wonder, like, who are you? We do, it be in the back of our mind, but during that moment, we be dealing with other people, trying to focus on our liking and our crush. We be so focused on the likings and the feelings that we have for other people, to the point we leave ourselves out in the cold. Okay? Well, we always end right back at, because you going back to square one for a reason, because you running up steps, missing steps, to the point you're not noticing that you leaving you behind. You ran those steps so dang on fast to the point you left you. You left you. And we blame other people for leaving us, or, you know, not thinking that we're good enough, or being responsible for our feelings, but we are responsible for our feelings. So let's get to it. So the girl, she was like, what if I'm always going to be too much for other people? Because the dude mom told her he had to break up. He had to break up with her because the girl had too much going on. He's too young to be dealing with it, because the girl lost her father. How you gonna tell? And she thought she seen her dad in the audience when she performed, and she had PTSD that was triggering back around, and she pictured that moment when her daddy was there. How you gonna say she's too much at a young age for your son when anybody can experience that? You can't control death. You can't control grief, right? And her mom was friends with the woman, and her mom put both of them at their house and said, you know what, how you gonna say my daughter this, you know, she come with too much? Because she experienced the PTSD, and the woman helped her out with the PTSD, and then told the boy to break up with her. You know what I'm saying? So that right there show a lot of fake love, that people would come around you to pretend to protect you or pretend to support you, and those be the ones who talk about you too. Which, not trying to put you in no bind and not want to trust people. You just gotta use your discernment when it comes to people, right? So, and know that if anybody walk out on you because they say you're too much, then it might just ain't the one for you. Okay, so he didn't stand up for his feelings. He just listened to what his mom said, and you know, they say a lot about him and less about the girl. You know what I'm saying? She can't control it. So, and her mom said, you're not too much. She said, you're going to always, you're going to have somebody that's going to love you just the way you are, just like I love you. Okay, y'all, it's a net flying. Oh my God. And it was so heartwarming, because the girl, like, even though, like, the first relationship, it was because of self-esteem issues. Like she was so insecure to the point because the dude she was dating, a dude is hot, super hot, super super attractive that a lot of people want him, and she had a crush on him so much to the point she didn't try to work on herself and tried to get her together so she can date this person. And let me tell you this, speaking of dates, y'all, your self-worth, you working on your inner self, going to help you out in the long run. It's going to help you with not leaving yourself out in the cold. It's going to help you love on your flaws, love on you. Because if you always look and focus on the outer appearance, you're going to always be stuck on looking on the outer appearance. And the outer appearance is a bonus. Okay? If you're too much for someone and they can't handle it, then that's on them. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they might be the one that make, put the mirror in front of you. And because some people are like a catalyst for you. People that reflect or, show you how much shadow side and how much shadow work you need to work on. Like you dating a popular, like the girl dating a popular dude, it shows so much of her insecurities that she probably didn't know she had. And the next dude she was dealing with was, letting her know, like this the dude that he helped, he the one help her. She had more confidence dealing with this guy, and she was looking at him in a better light. She was like, this the best relationship I ever had. And God said, no, it's not. Okay, because you're codependent on someone else. Your worth should not be, surrounded by how somebody else see you. It should be how you see you, right? And she was finally starting to reveal herself, but it also, even though it wasn't him, you know what I'm saying, it was the woman that said she kind of too much. And also, like, he built her up and then knocked her back down. That's why, and I really feel like that connection, I'm trying to find what I'm looking for. That connection helped build her up. It gonna help build her up. Like, well, if I'm too much, she breaking loose away from how other people see her. Right? And that's a big message for a lot of us. Like, we can't go off what other people think and other people's opinions of us. Because if we go off the opinions of us through other people's eyes and other people's experience and other people's judgment, then we're going to always be lost. If you're always worried about how other people see you, how other people accept you, well, one man won't like, the next one will. Well, one woman won't like, the next one will. It really ain't about them. It's about you. People will see you how you see yourself. Some don't see, that they might see more than what you see. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you another thing that I learned that's very important, because if it wasn't for her mom telling her that those words, just giving her flowers, she would have not looked at it in that point of view. Sometimes, you need people to give you your flowers so you can open your eyes when you're flooded, when you're blinded. Sometimes you need that little reminder. That's why it's good to have healthy people in your life that love you genuinely. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you just like that. I learned, y'all, further on, like in my late 20s, that words of affirmation and giving people their flowers is so important. It's so important. Like, if you love your friend, if you feel like you very proud of him, and you very proud of a family member, if you very proud of a coworker, if you very proud of your mom, if you very proud of your sister and brother, tell them, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, tell them that. Okay, tell them that, because you never know who is battling something silently. Everybody don't wear their feelings on their sleeve. Sometimes they need that confirmation. They need them words. I didn't know that until I later on in life learned it. I didn't know words of affirmation matter in a relationship. Oh, you look cute today. Oh, okay, I like the new chop. You looking fine. You looking zaddy-ish. You know what I'm talking about. You supposed to hype your man up. You supposed to hype your woman up. Because those words from the right people matter the most. You know what I'm saying? Even though they shouldn't be codependent on that. But sometimes they need that extra push. You get what I'm saying? And it's so normal out here for people not to give people their flowers, not to give them compliments. To the point that they got to do the most and clout chase to get it. A lot of people do a lot of things just to be seen. They will go all out their way just to be seen. A lot of people want to be seen and want to be heard. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of us that like that. A lot of us need to be heard, seen, and want to be felt. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know how to say that and speak that or voice that or go after that and tell you like, hey, this is how I feel. Hey, like you shouldn't have to do so much and go out your way and changing the greatest things about you just for other people to see you in that type of time and that type of light. Because if they don't see it, maybe it's not for you for them to see it. Some people are meant to come in your life to put a mirror in front of you and show you where you're lacking it sometimes. Not all the time. When you got shadow work that need to be done, you can know the difference between trying to dim your light and trying to brighten up your light. Some people like, I love you, but hey, the insecurity is really getting out of order. Like, I love you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to put you in competition, but hey, you really put me in a tough spot. You need to actually get some self love, and that's what the dude told her. She didn't lose the first boyfriend. He put the mirror in front of her, right? The mirror instead of getting put in front of her. He was like, I really like you, but I can't date you until you learn how to love yourself, until you learn how to like yourself. And he told her that, and she was crying and whining for a long time. It helped her acknowledge that. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people around you ain't gonna be honest with you. Sometimes it take the love in your life. Sometimes it take a friend in your life. I'm not talking about the ones that tear you down. You will know when it's right. You gonna feel it. You gonna remember it. Not the people that's trying to tear you down, because it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. And then timing you say it too. You get what I'm saying? Somebody going through the worst thing in their life right now. Their emotions everywhere. Don't tell them nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just want you to know this. I just want to tell you this. That the way you see yourself matter more than anything. Okay? You don't got to do the most to be seen. You don't got to do the most to be heard. If people do not appreciate you in their life, the ones who make you feel like you got to constantly be in competition, the ones that feel like you got to always value your looks, or you always got to do the most for attention, which your looks is a bonus. Ain't nothing wrong with you looking cute, okay? You're no longer wrong with you looking sexy, okay? Do it for you as long as you're not doing it for other people, right? You're going to always attract people who care about the outer more than inner. You know what I'm saying? Or the people who, when you do so much for that and they don't appreciate you, look crazy. You be like, you know what? Like, I hate you. You're going to start resenting that person. Right? Basically, if you always value what other people think about you, you're going to always be in competition with other people. You're going to always be the one that's taking the ill. You're going to be always the one that's saying in the end. Okay? If you worry about you doing so much changing for this man, and then this man turn around, look at little Shishi and little Riri them down the block, you're going to be mad. And now you're in competition with little Shishi and little Riri them, because you could just love on yourself, and that person is for you. They're going to be for you. They're going to help you correct your wrongs. They're going to tell you, hey, you got to really work on it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to either be patient with you, or if they steady making you, feel insecure and making you doing like they're doing it on purpose, because you can feel when it's purposely done, then that's not the person for you. You shouldn't have to be in competition with Riri, Lily, TT, Tiffany, Tiara, Sierra, Rihanna, whoever. You shouldn't have to be in competition with them. If your man like a certain celebrity, you should hate that celebrity, because you should have so much self-love to the point that it don't even matter. Get addicted with healing yourself and working on yourself for yourself. The only thing you need to be in competition with is your old version of yourself. And I told you, don't be in competition with it. Just challenge yourself. Be the better version that you can be. Pull yourself up, not put yourself down. Okay? That's not the enemy. It's your friend. If you don't, I know you don't want to hear that, but it's your friend. You going to be your best friend in this life journey, okay? And I might sound back stuff crazy, but sometimes you gotta be a little crazy. Y'all want to look crazy when you busting the window. You gotta be called crazy, busting windows and acting a fool. Versus you being crazy when you healing yourself, talking to yourself, being there for yourself. You're going to be your number one best friend. Because when everybody else leave and don't feel like, that they can join the ride and stay for the ride, you're gonna be there regardless. Don't lose yourself, because once you lose yourself, it's hard to get it back. Okay? So I love y'all. And you deserve that inner peace. And that inner peace is when you connect with you. That's when the feminine and the femininity and the healing start. And it ain't gotta just be for women. It can be for men too. Don't base your worth about what failed relationships, failed connections in your life. Base on your worth on how you see yourself. And if you don't see that you are worthy, then you need to work on yourself. You got some healing to be doing. Okay? You are uniquely made for a reason. There's going to always be somebody out there that's probably look better. They got more. That's doing better. That's not your business. Okay? That's not your business. And I love you. And I hope you resonate. But this is my enemy right here. This damn neck. I'm sick of it. So I'm going to talk to y'all later. I love y'all.